Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome one and all. My name's Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Starfinder 2nd Edition, No Place Like Home. Our Starfinder adventure set among the stars in the Starfinder world of the Pact Worlds. Our heroes, a group of wayward star travelers on a voyage of adventure aboard the Morning Phoenix, played by my wonderful Patreons who support the channel, keep the lights on, and allow us to do all these cool and crazy things. Guys, say hello to the folks at home.
Hello, folks.
Hello, everyone.
Jesus, that was very loud. All right, there we go. Nice. As some of you have noticed, there is, of course, Skelly Dag, who is currently the DM for today, and that is because Dag is still on the mend and recovering, which, you know, I'm well enough to run games and stuff. I'm just taking it easy. I'm not stressing myself out. Mental and physical wellness and all that other stuff is very important. But you know what? I recharge my batteries when I play games and when I run games and when I hang out with these cool people. So that's why I am here. Do as Dag says, not as Dag does is pretty much my motto. But anyway, moving on from there, we have, of course, some people to thank before we start today's session, and that is, of course, our lovely and amazing sponsors who keep the lights on and allow us to do all these cool things, and, of course, make sure that I eat solid food. We have Hero Forge for the wonderful art you can see on screen, including, of course, Skelly Dag, but also the character tokens that we use for our adventures, which, of course, take place on the amazing VTT known as Fantasy Grounds that you can see in the background here. All of the very, very cool maps and stuff like that, all of the dice rolls, all the rules and things that you see on the screen, all of that's made using Fantasy Grounds. So yeah, go check out Fantasy Grounds. They are also very amazing. We then have also Sirenscape for the beautiful sound effects you will hear throughout the course of the game. Sound effects such as the infamous, which of course will happen from time to time. What's that, Steve? You want to go and investigate the airlock? Well, that's okay. Everything looks pretty safe until... Oh, no, there he goes. Bye, Steve! Oh, God. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. We can just go get him. He's got a spacesuit. I mean, it's not like he'll... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, yeah, I don't think he's coming back. All right, anyway, there you go.
We need a new captain already.
Yep, that's it. So yes, all of these really fun, cool, and amazing sound effects come courtesy of Sirenscape, so go check them out. They're also amazing. So yeah, there you go. Now, we have, of course, a very, very special shout out to all the mothers in chat and to anyone who is watching, even if it's post-Mother's Day. It is always a great time to celebrate those who give life to the young ones and, you know, celebrate them and all of that they do, the silent heroes of the family who, you know, do a lot, put a lot of themselves into raising their children and into, you know, being the best moms they can be. So thank you, and happy Mother's Day to all those who celebrate Mother's Day. Yes, there you go. Even if you were like me, born from the crypt and the grave, you know, the sweet embrace of death is my mother, you know, so yes, also I'm very thankful for that, to death, I guess. It's weird. For asthma, I guess, maybe. There you go. Now, before we kick off, we have, of course, these lovely Patreons to tell us about their characters, because we're going to be playing a role-playing game, and any good role-playing game is going to be about the characters that are in it. Without these characters, there would be no drive to take us through this adventure, so let's get to know the characters who are going to be embarking on today's session, starting with none other than Cookie Mon Steve, who's playing the role of the ship's captain, Captain Gareth, the human Solarian.
True, except that I just blew up, so, you know. Oh, hold it. That was a different Steve. Yeah, no. I'm Cookie Mon Steve, playing Gareth, as said. You know, a captain with a past, kind of a youngish man who may have made a mistake or two and now is being hounded across the universe by both law enforcement and organized crime, apparently. And my poor crew is going to suffer along with me, apparently. So as we're flying through space and dealing with stuff, and we keep, we've been successful so far.
Was that it?
Sure,
Is that
that's
all?
it today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cass. I am playing Elwyn, the human mystic who was raised aboard the Kasatha world ship, the Adari. She is now on her temperance, which is a journey of self-actualization and figure out her place in the universe. She is the medical officer of this ragtag crew, who is 2 operations behind schedule right now. And she's turning much more reckless and much more curious than I initially anticipated. So that's been a lot of fun. Marcus.
Oh, I didn't know you were done. Yep, I'm Marcus, aka Coreshift. I am playing Mercutio, an ancient knight from Golarion who had his soul bound he was once a skeleton. His soul was bound to a teapot. The teapot found its way into this skeletal robot armor. The green is actually just like a hologram projection, and he is an inventor. He is the ship's main engineer, tries to keep the ship mostly running with Carlina's help. He doesn't know what she did, but something happened to the ship. And now we're outside ready to fight chalk versions of her. Yay.
My turn. I am Anna, or Victoria, and I play Madeline, a little tiny skittermander with the big fuzz, security officer, learning a lot about herself and new names. And I actually don't remember what I was doing because I wasn't here last week. So yeah.
Security checks, I think.
Yeah, you were sweeping the ship for insight, trying to find Carlina and Boyd.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because they disappeared.
Got ignored.
Spooky.
And then it's
Nice spooky
Mally's turn.
Okay, I guess that means I go.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Malakisa, and I play Carlina, who is a Patra Guardian, who is a junker and does the mechanical work because she's a little more agile than Mercutio's robotic body. She is Gareth's first mate and can make something out of nothing, basically. So a big, large biological thing attached itself to the ship, and she was told that she needed to get rid of it. So she decided to fashion a taser and shock it off the ship. But unfortunately, she pulled out a part that was necessary for life support when fashioning said taser. So oops, my bad. And yeah. Then shenanigans ensued, and everyone forgot to tell her everything else that was going on inside the ship. And no one came out to help her when, there were problems on the outside. So there we go. There was a miscommunication is what I'm saying.
I feel that someone didn't call for help.
Yes, someone did not call for help, Captain, when there was an assassin on board, and then a clone on board. And two
that was under control. It was the first mate failing to call.
Like I said, communication.
Everyone had it under control. Except we didn't.
We're in top form tonight.
I freaking love this. I cannot wait to start with well, whatever the hell I planned. I'm not gonna lie. I have a vague-ish recollection of what my story was because I was like mostly just writing people who weren't here last week out of the session. So now I guess we'll try and reinsert them without having killed them, but we'll see if our heroes can do that. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, with today's session, of course, we have one last person to thank, and that is of course our lovely audience members. Thank you for being a part of the show, for standing here and watching us go down this rabbit hole and by George, jumping with us. There are a number of ways you can interact and influence the game while we play. First of all, just by watching the show, you can earn channel points that can be used at any point in time to influence the game, do a whole bunch of cool stuff. We have insight bonuses, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing. All these cool things have saved my players bacon time and time again, and you can do that too, and you just need to watch. And if you're a subscriber, you earn channel points even quicker, so hey, you know, if you haven't subscribed and you want to do so, consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you have Prime, you also have free subscriptions too. So, I mean, you know, there you go. That's the thing. Then, of course, we have our lovely donations that you can see here, which all go towards Dag's survival check for the month, which covers all the overheads of all the things, you know, like subscriptions and books and all the things that I need to keep the games running and keep everything smooth and stuff. Yeah, so we are currently at 45%. But yeah, we also have rewards for when we do actually complete that for the month as well. So yeah. We have, for $5, our little red marks over here are called hero points, and our little purple mark underneath me are jinx points. Hero points can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for stuff that isn't in the rules, and roll with advantage. Jinx points, which are under me, can be used to complicate things, make, well, kill hero points, and make bad guys have a bit of an advantage, rolling with advantage and all that. We then have our $10 donation, which of course is either a plot twist, which is a draw from the narrative plot twist deck that I have in front of me. This deck will give me a prompt. I will then take that prompt and insert it into today's game. Who is listening to TV?
I am so sorry. Hold on.
No, that's fine. It's just, yeah, it was just a teeny bit loud, and I was losing my concentration. Okay, so then of course we have our plot twist. We then have our Harrow deck. The Harrow deck is a deck of cards where we will read out a fortune for our heroes, and then our heroes will be able to play that fortune to their advantage to automatically succeed or force rolls or tell a narrative story, depending on whatever fortune they happen to pull. Then, of course, we have our $20 donation, which is the coveted golden natural 20, because sometimes, you know, shit just needs to work, and a nat 20, that goes a long way. So we have the nat 20s. $50, we have either a magic item for a player of your choice, which does not count towards their total wealth gain, so they'll be able to get like more powerful items. They can get homebrew items that you can design if you want to design them, yeah, whatever you want to give them for the magic item. And also, there's a $50 boss buff, where we increase the difficulty of a challenge the group is facing, making the encounter more deadly, increasing the terrain to make it more hazardous, or maybe even adding a bus full of exploding nuns so that there's more drama and tension. Whatever the case is, it's a huge boost to the bad guys in the fight, in the adventure. Lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item, and the secret menu item for today. We've done a lot of stuff for the good guys. Let's now do some stuff for the bad guys. Now, for those of you who don't know, Captain Gareth is currently being in hot pursuit of Captain Gareth. There we go. I can English. Is of course a steward, but who is basically trying to bring him into justice and stuff like that. We have not seen or heard from this guy in quite some time. Well, we are going to fix that. The $100 secret menu item will immediately spawn said villain, who will show up, and our heroes will need to make a hasty getaway lest they become arrested by the captain, or the sergeant, should I say, who has been chasing them. So yeah, that's our secret menu item for today. A boss summon.
I mean, I'm not saying we've had a whole ton of secret menu items for the players, but I did summon tentacles recently that we're still working on.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just
Yeah.
tentacles.
Nobody
I mean,
has
you
bought
paid
the
for
nice
that.
things for the players, except
I
for the
did.
chronomancy.
For the tentacles, but it's
No,
not like the tentacles are helping us.
I mean,
it's true.
I mean, look, are they not
Paid for
bringing
that.
you all together as a team?
Now this is on
No,
top of the boss
the
buff.
tentacles are decidedly not keeping us together.
This is on top of the boss buff.
I mean, you
So-
and you and Boyd have never been closer, but than you are right now.
That's fair. I was having a very good conversation with Boyd. I'm
See, there you go.
great with Boyd.
And you know what? Why not add, the sergeant on top of the boss buff that Matt was so kind enough as to unleash upon the table?
The wandering boss.
See?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, the wandering boss. Yes, the wandering
Wait,
boss.
we have a wandering boss on top of the bone clone?
Yes.
It just
Matt-
got added today. Matt's
Matt-
slightly. The intertable warfare is about to escalate more.
Continues.
We love it. We love to see it. All right. Now, before we kick off, we do have a donation that has come from Steve as well, which is, of course, 2 nat 20s and 4 jinx points for me as well. Thank you,
No, that was
Schoolie. Schoolie, sorry.
That was cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Schoolie, thank you so much. Sorry, I don't know why. Yep. I know I can read. I can't read. Thank you so much, Schoolie. It will indeed aid. It'll make me feel a lot better, and definitely make the tentacle monster thing even better. So yeah, let's get that on. And we have, of course, our wandering boss from All Things Fantasy, which has. Let's see, where is it? There we go. Boom, wandering boss. Okay, cool. We shall have wandering boss. All right. Guys, you ready to start? Ready to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
Sounds
Hell
like a
yeah.
plan.
All right. So, without any further ado, we shall commence. When last we left our heroes, let's go with... Ooh. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. So, when last we left off, our heroes had managed to repel the assassin who had snuck aboard the ship and basically in search of a clone version of itself. There's a long story here, and the end result was that the clone that broke on the ship kidnapped Elowen and asked for healing. The group then sided with the clone, killing the assassin that had come to kill the clone, because it needed to, and allowing the clone to escape. Unfortunately, aboard the escaping vessel was Simon, who also managed to escape the vessel. During the kerfuffle, those inside the ship were unaware that outside, whilst repairing damage from a meteor storm, Carlina and Boyd were set upon by a strange, bizarre tentacle monster that erupted from this strange egg. After taking a DNA sample from Carlina, it seemed to regurgitate what looked to be a pale white, chalky version of Carlina out from itself, and they were attacked. As Gareth led a small team out onto the hull of the ship, they managed to find what looked to be a series of pods, one holding Carlina and one holding Boyd, both of which regurgitating more of these chalky, vile-looking things that looked to be pale comparisons of those who had been captured. At present, unless I'm mistaken, Gareth, Elowen, and Mercutio, who are outside the ship, have not yet been noticed by the creatures outside of the ones that they killed already. But the pod is currently being tended to by about 4 of these chalky Boyd and Carlinas. As our heroes now ponder what to do. Madeline, you are inside the vessel, doing your best to try and seek out Carlina and Boyd. Gareth, it is in your best interest to probably tell your security officer they don't need to continue searching inside.
Indeed. That was the very first thing on his agenda.
Beautiful. All right. Well, the scene is yours. Take it away.
Okay. And so Garrett's going to flip on comms, and it's like, Madeline, we found her. She's outside. We need you and heavily armed. We've got a problem.
Okay, I will be right there, Captain. Let me grab everything I have. And Madeline runs to the security bay, grabs every weapon that she has, and runs to where the captain needs me.
If I may, while enthusiastic, for sure, you are fairly confident that you would become all but useless if you were nothing but a walking pile of metal. And unlike inside, if you were to put anything down in space, it will be lost forever.
Well, what she actually has is the plasma caster, the Doshku, and the zero knife, so...
Same thing. Now, before one takes tools to go and resolve a particular issue, for example, let's say that you were trying to repair something that requires a wrench. Now, if you bring everything but a wrench, you might find yourself in a bit of a pickle, because you will then have to go all the way back inside and deal with that. Perhaps, as the security officer, you could ascertain some information from Gareth as to what might be appropriate for you to take with you that might be of help.
Okay, great. Captain, can you tell me what the situation is so I know what I need to bring?
Perfect.
Yeah, we've got some pods on the deck that are spitting out imitations of Carlina and Boyd. They seem to be made of bone, but we're going to have to both deal with those things and get Carlina and Boyd out of the pods. So if you got something sharp, that would probably help too.
I have my zero knife and
multiple targets.
I've got things. Yeah, well, the gun, my caster can cover that. Does Elwyn have a bone saw?
You do recall seeing in the med bay there is some higher end tools for things like amputation and stuff like that. You make your way over to the med bay. Make a perception check as you begin to look around to see if you can find something like that.
Okay.
$13. Yes, indeed, you do find a bone saw. However, as this is the future, the bone saw is powered. It's like one of the discs that are attached to a cable. And right at present, there is no power. You can, however, hook this up to your armor with an engineering check. Something that
Okay.
something that Mercutio might be able to do.
Okay, great. I grab it anyway. Does it have any slot for a battery backup?
No, that's why it would need to be jerry-rigged.
Okay. So I grab it in the hopes that Mercutio can work something with it.
Yep.
Because it seems like it may be something that would be very effective against bone creatures.
Sure.
And take off.
All right. Meanwhile, outside the ship, the three of you are watching the pod things doing their thing. Now, they're not reproducing at a rapid rate, mind you. Probably one clone every hour is the rate that they're kind of going at the moment after the initial tentacles have erupted. So this is a very slow process. But
so sorry, just above the table.
Yep.
Just want to double check one thing, because as I recall from the last session, Elowen had been grabbed and was being dragged in. Is that still happening?
Yes, why not?
Just checking.
I mean, like I said, I completely forgot what happened last week, so let's go with that. Elowen, you have been nabbed.
Remember we had homework?
Pardon?
Steve's that kid that asked the teacher if you remember we had homework.
Yep. And that's why he
I
gets
just
top
don't
marks.
want to get halfway through it and then have someone in chat remind him, because someone will.
That's very true. It's very true. All right. So yeah, you guys are watching as Elowen is being dragged towards the pods. Elowen struggles. Elowen relaxes.
Elowen
succumbs.
is
She closes her eyes. The sweet embrace of death.
Elowen. To Anna, when you were making the request about the bone saw, would that have been on all comms or only to Gareth?
I mean, I don't imagine that there would be a reason why that would be
Yeah.
an isolated comm. So, yeah.
Yeah. So as she's getting dragged, it's going to be like a mix of cursing and like really casual slang Kasathan. And then she's going to be like, Metlin, don't destroy my medbay. Help! As she's struggling against the tentacle, trying to find a way to get loose.
I'm glad we've got priorities. Very well. Make an athletics check as you try to pry yourself free.
Oh boy, this is gonna be great. Cha!
All right, with a
Not as bad as I feared.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not what you need, but it's not bad. All right, unfortunately, you are unable to free yourself as you are being dragged closer. And we'll, I guess, go into initiative here. All right. We start with... all right. Sorry, one moment. Roll that. Thank you. We start with Gareth.
Okay. Gareth stays photon attuned. Is just a second. I want to double check one thing. Oops. That was not what I wanted to click. Okay, he's also going to essentially say over the comms, like he's going to yell "Get him," which is a shiny thing that gives a +1 to attacks, I believe, on to the tentacle thing that's pulling Elowen in. Is that the Carlina 3?
Yeah, sorry, no, that will be...
I think I have to drop it on that.
Okay, yep.
Everybody gets a +1, basically.
Yep, 2 seconds.
Oops.
All right, there you go. Tentacle is in the chat.
Flare leech. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to drop that on. And then he is going to... sorry, I should... Without the map. How far away is this thing?
Not very far. The tentacle itself has reached up and grabbed Elwyn and dragged her only 30 foot. The pods are about another 30 foot away.
Okay, so it's not in melee range. He is going to shoot his solar flare at it.
All right, do it.
To try and get it to disgorge, said Elwyn.
Love that.
Well, that's definitely not going to work.
It's not happening.
No.
Could I hero point that? But you're probably going to say no. But
No, you can hero point it. I don't mind. Also, Malakisa! Madam!
what?
Madam. Thank you.
Hi.
Thank you for the gifted subs and the launch of the hype train. Now, what we
Oh
gonna do
no,
with
it was already running.
Oh, was it? Well, I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Who else do we kick off on the hype train? Thank you to everyone who is participating to the hype train. KP Sullivan, thank you so much. Alexander P. Hawks, is this a homebrew or not? This is a homebrew adventure, but we are playing in Starfinder. Yeah. So, yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Dang, level 2. Okay, so if we keep going up in levels, here's what I'm going to provide. I'm going to provide our heroes, given that we are playing with old god nonsense. We are going to play with Favors from the Dark Ones. Favored from the Dark Ones will be basically a vial of black liquid that, when consumed, will trick any creature from the outer regions into believing that our heroes are one of them. Effectively, a potion of invisibility that works on spooky, ghosty, terrible, otherworld monsters. So that's what we're going to give you guys. So, for every tier that we get through the subs, that's what we're going to get. Alright. Sweet.
Cool.
So, unfortunately, your reroll still misses, though it is not a critical miss.
Correct.
All right.
It's squirming.
All right, what next, Steve?
That's it. That's all 3 actions.
All right. Done and done, which then brings us to... Let's have a look. The Flayer Leech. The Flayer Leech is going to try to drag poor Elwyn a little closer to the pods. What is your fort save plus 10?
My fort plus 10, let me double check. 18.
All right, that is going to be enough to pull you 10 foot closer. Let's go again. Oh, this is with a -5, though. No, that won't do it. All right, let's try it one more time. That is a success. So,
Isn't that a -10?
oh yeah, it should be. Why is it not counting that? Oh, I don't know why. That's very weird. Never mind. It will not do it. So, you have started pulling, instead of dragging yourself back. But yeah, you are getting closer to those pods. The chalk creatures have started seeing you and will begin moving to assist. As they do so, they will also attempt to drag you. They will do so. You move back another 10 foot. You are now 10 foot away from the pod, Zelowin, as several of these Boyd and Carlina clones start moving towards you. They seem to be very vacant, their eyes hollow and empty, and their skin is basically this... their skin is chalky, bony. It's calcified, you know what I mean? Like, even though it moves and bends with the same articulation that a person does, you can sort of almost hear it, almost like an armored carapace, as they grab onto you and they rattle against their own bony structure. All right, Elwyn, we go to you.
Just to be clear, it's like she's being grabbed by the legs and her hands are still free, right?
Correct.
Just double checking. Okay. Cool. Still cussing under her breath. Actually, cussing very loudly. Under her breath, nothing. Cussing very loudly at Kasathan. She is going to draw an arm back, and on it, this like clawed, almost wolf-like appendage is going to cover her arm. It's a magical, ethereal, wolf-like appendage, and she is going to attempt to cast Gouging Claw on the... She's gonna try to do it on the Carlina clone. Let's please, chat box, combat tracker box, be nice. Oh no, okay. Not it, Gareth. No, god damn it. Is there any way you can pull up a token? Because the chat box is just not happening for me. I can't scale it up enough to make it functional. I don't know what I'm doing.
No, that's okay. I got you. All right.
Thank you. Sorry. I see Carlina. Ha. I see the Carlina token. Thank you.
All right, there you go.
All right, there. May I have one more chance to actually roll it correctly? Yeah, that's not a save. Just do it on the Carlina clone. Well, that's not helpful. Cool.
All right. As you begin to cast your spell, a large claw reaches out from the magic that you've summoned and tries to claw them away from you, but unfortunately they do not find purchase. They sort of scratch at the very, very hard shell, but don't penetrate too deeply. The bone Carlinas do not balk.
Elf's gonna be like, well, help!
Help! All right.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, I thought I had one more action, but now I missed again.
No, you do have one more action.
Okay. I wasn't sure if my first athletics checks counted as one of my intern actions.
Technically it does. Yeah, actually, technically it does.
Okay, yep. That's what I figured. All right, then she's just going to end her turn. It's going to be over all comms, a mix of cussing and Kasathan and screaming for help.
Okay, very well. Which brings us then to Medellin, who bursts out of the airlock and is on their way. You're going to spend one action to move to catch up to the others, but you can then see the pods that have Carlina and Boyd, as well as Elowen being dragged towards them. The others are about 10 foot away from you, Gareth and Mercutio, that is. Medellin, it is your turn.
Okay. Merc, I brought a bone saw, but it needs power. Do you think you can do anything to rig this up for these bone fakes? I think
we have to smack Merc's antenna. It's probably broken.
Okay, well, she is going to slide the bone slaw over to Merc, and
Merc
wait
turns
for
to
his. Okay.
Yeah, Merc turns to you and says, "Yes, of course I can fix that up for you. Give me half a second, and you'll see what these robotic hands are truly capable of." Did I ever tell you about the time that I single-handedly dismantled a clockwork dragon with nothing but my stare, a Phillip head screwdriver, and a handful of marbles?
Merc
Swooshes his hair
No,
that he doesn't have.
No, but that's a story for another time. Work on the bone saw.
Very well. Can I attach Bonesaw to my power suit with your overcharge ability? Yes, you can, Mercutio. Not a problem. All right, on Mercutio's turn, they will connect the Bonesaw to his suit, which will basically have a cable so that, whoever uses it can run it from him. And, he can overcharge it with his inventor abilities. On his turn, it's now Medellin's turn.
Okay. I have a grappling gun. I have a grappling gun and a climbing kit. Can I use either of those to somehow rope Elowen to give her some stability towards coming back to us?
All right, pitch it.
I don't want to tear her in half.
Okay.
But can I somehow use the grappling gun to wrap around her without hurting her and use it to slowly drag her back?
Would you prefer to shoot the tentacle and have the tentacle let her go?
That would actually be great, because if I do it around the tentacle, I could possibly pop that off, or I can pull the tentacle, use the tentacle to pull her back towards us.
Sure. Do you want to do that?
So that is what I will do.
All right.
And what do I need to roll?
Make an attack. Pick whichever tool of the trade you wish to use in order to try and sever the tentacle and make an attack.
How would I use a grappling gun? I don't know what the mechanism would be for that, because it's not a weapon.
I would say use a weapon. You remember how you came up here with like a ton of weapons that weren't grappling hooks? One of them, probably.
I'll pretend it's my plasma caster without the damage then.
No. What I meant,
because it would be.
Yeah, no. What I meant is using the grappling hook specifically is not a weapon, so you won't be able to pull Elowen free from a grapple with it. What I'm saying is using a weapon destroy the tentacle so that you can then just throw a line to Elowen and pull her back.
Okay, so then I would have to use my plasma caster.
If you want to use your plasma caster to attack it? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't think I'm close enough to use the Doshko or Zero Knife, so...
Correct. Nice, solid attack as you blast into it. Let's see. It has a AC of 21, so that is a solid hit as your blaster shots tear into it. Roll your damage. Also, don't forget you can roll into it in the chat.
Okay. Where do I find it in the chat?
If you look at the combat tracker, sorry. It's the Flare Leech.
Okay, let me switch to that. Flare Leech. I have an Arden's Nexus. I don't see a Flare Leech.
In the combat tracker?
No, in the combat tracker. In the combat tracker. It looks like a two swords crossing in the upper right corner.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. I didn't see it at first.
All right, fantastic. Unfortunately, 5 damage is not a lot of damage when it comes to letting Elowen go. So it is injured, but it is not relenting. If you would like to, you could use the natural 20 and force it to let her go, but that would be the only suggestion I have other than keeping on shooting it.
I've been holding on to that nat 20 for a little bit, so yes, let's use it.
Okay, easy done. With the nat 20, you can roll your damage again on it, because that'll be your crit. And with a blast, the tentacle explodes, releasing Elowen from its grip.
All right, so then next I will use the grappling hook, and I'm going to try to fire right into that piece of tentacle that may be still attached to her, and use that as the leverage to drag her back.
All right, very well. Elowen, you see that Medellin launches a grapple at you in your general direction, not at you, as in, you're not going to bang, get hit in the face. Do you grab onto it?
Yeah, she would. She would definitely grab onto like one of the curved parts and let herself be dragged back in.
All right, and Medellin, you recoil and you pull Elowen back. Very nice. Well done. Good rescue. That will then bring us to Mercutio.
I should be okay now. So yeah, I'll use my overdrive and attach the bone saw to power it.
Okay, we'll go with your previous roll. Critical success, absolutely. The bone saw then just starts going haywire as you've now overclocked it.
So, cool thing about overdrive is because I got a critical success, my strikes will deal an additional damage equal to my intelligence modifier for the next minute. But I can't use overdrive again for another minute after, yeah. So I basically get more damage, but I can't use my overdrive again for another minute.
All right, very well.
Yeah, so overdrive attaches an action. I guess with the saw in hand, I'll just start approaching.
All right, you approach one of the Carlinas. Now again, there's only 4 of them here. The first one that you approach reaches out to grab you. You may make an attack with it.
Should I just use my longsword as the thing for it, or?
Yes, please.
Alrighty.
That is a solid hit.
Yeah. Eat buzzsaw. Damn. That is 14 damage.
All right, and that will kill it because it is weak against your bone saw. As you cut through it like a hot knife through butter. It falls to pieces. There are 3 others that are nearby, but yeah, with your crafting check, with your movement, and with your attack, that will bring us to the end of Mercutio's turn. Back to the top of the round, the Flare Leech will emit a terrifying sound. You're unsure what it is, but that is kind of all it does. Just sort of makes noise. Gareth, you're up.
Okay. Well, he's going to maintain his photon. And how far away is the leech tentacle?
It is currently 15 foot away from you.
15 foot away from me. So he's going to say, or he's going to step 5 foot closer and swing at it with his sword, because he's got reach on that thing.
All right, let's do it. You slash with your blade as it glows with your positronic energy. Oh, but
Now, what was the thing that you gave me last week that are on my other notes in my backpack? Because I rolled like so far this is the second week in a row.
What did I give you?
The thinking thing. Hold on, Steve. I have it. The thinking thing. It's called I meant to do that.
Attack.
Oh, yes.
It's a reaction to having failed a check. You can use a reaction to demoralize an enemy or moralize/assist an ally.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's I meant to miss.
All right, very well. So you're using your reaction. Do you want to assist or do you want to hinder?
Going to hinder, I think.
All right. If you are hindering, make a intimidation check.
Well, you know, what's my highest roll so far? 7?
I think your highest roll so far is a 7, dude. All right.
Again.
No, I got a 12. I did get a 12. It wasn't enough to do anything, but
Well, nonetheless, you still made a valiant effort.
yeah.
You did palm off the. I was meant to do that. However, unfortunately, the creature is unperturbed by your claims of proficiency with your weapon. All right. We also have a donation from Malakisa for a natural 20 to Gareth and Medellin and a hero point for Merc.
Thank you, Carlina. Mally?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mally.
Sorry, Merc, I didn't have enough money for a nat 20 for you too.
Oh, you know what?
Thank you.
You know what?
It's
Boom.
fine.
There you go. You can have a nat 20 anyway.
Oh,
Oh, we love it.
Nice.
Yay.
There you go.
Yay.
All right. So,
So
yes.
that's 2 actions.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and a reaction. So, but that's a
Reactions-
reaction, not an action, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
You got one more action.
Oh no, he moved. He moved 5 feet. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, cool. Sweet. Not a problem. Which then brings us to the Carlinas. They will gather around Mercutio and beat the ever-living snot out of him. How dare you kill one of our teammates? And nope. And nope. And
Doesn't-
1 hits.
Oh,
Yay! Alright, 8 points of damage as Mercutio is bludgeoned by one of these things. This is also very weird. Okay, I just want to share this with everyone for whatever reason. They also weirdly have a salt water vulnerability. Did you know, like, bones are weak against salt water? I didn't.
yes, I live in Florida. That's something we learn in water safety classes down here.
Huh. Neat.
All my time in Florida, I never learned that.
All right. So they will move up. Unfortunately, they're all slowed, so they only get 2 actions. So they've moved up to Mercutio. They've all attacked, and only one of them has done any damage. Elowin, we then move across to you. And don't worry, I haven't forgot the Wandering Boss either.
Yeah. I know you haven't. In case anybody was worried, that does not happen here usually. Okay, so I am freed. Am I still within melee range of the Carlinas, or have I just been pulled back enough to where I'm outside of their melee range?
You are now that they've moved up to Mercutio, you are now within their range. Or they're within your range. However you want to slice it.
Alrighty.
Is she
Cool.
is she flanking them?
Not presently, no.
Okay.
In that case, I am going to once again summon that wolf claw-like appendage, and we are going to get fancy grounds to work, and then we are going to try to claw them. Ka-cha! Ooh.
Dang!
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Hit that. Do I need to roll to affirm whether that's a critical hit, or can I just do the
Nope.
critical damage? I don't.
Just the
Okay,
critical
cool.
damage.
All right. And then it's do. Ka-cha!
Ka-cha indeed, as this creature is destroyed. So that leaves only 2 more of the clones.
By the way, Carlina's not in the combat tracker. Is that because she's in the pod?
Yes,
Because you haven't gotten me out of the pod.
correct.
Okay.
All right. For my last action,
Don't worry. We have a good bit for Carlina straight after. So
yep,
thank you, Mally, for being so patient.
yes.
I finished painting
For
my
my
nails.
last,
Nice.
it's beautiful. They're beautiful,
Zoom
Mally.
in. Close
For
up.
my last, yes. For my last action, can I ready? I would like to ready casting guidance on the next ally that gets within Elwyn's touch range.
Okay. Very well.
And that'll end my turn.
Done and done. Madeline.
Okay, I would like to use my climbing equipment and find a way to attach myself to the side of the ship so I can try to float out towards the Carlina pod.
Okay. Very well. As you
So-
rush past, the two Carlinas can't stop you, but you are now by the pod after a double move. Carlina is in one and Boyd is in the other.
Okay, so I'm going to use my zero knife to try to slice through the pod.
All right. Very easily done as Carlina is freed. Regaining consciousness, Carlina, you find yourself now very much back to consciousness after having been podified by your clone. You see Madeline, who's holding a knife, having just freed you from the capsule that you were in.
Carlina, if you need to take a hold of the rope of my cord that I have attached to me, run yourself along it back to the ship.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like this. This. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. She's still trying to get her bearings in the pod because I'm assuming is there goo involved in the pod? Is there goo here?
There's goo.
Yeah. She's not happy and she's a little disoriented. But she's gonna start reaching to the rope.
All right, very well. You absolutely do so. All right. As you pull yourself free, you can see Boyd right next to you.
How many moves does Carlina have?
Carlina still has one more. Two more, because one to pull themselves out, and yeah, two more.
Okay.
Can Madeline hand her the zero knife to undo Boyd real quick,
Sure.
since she's right next to him?
Yeah, got no problem with that.
Okay, I'm gonna Madeline is gonna hand Carlina the knife and say, stab that pod real quick and get Boyd out at the same time. You can both use my line to get back.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Boyd pod too. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So she's gonna slice open Boyd's pod and look up at Madeline. Do you have any smashy weapons on you by chance? I don't have my hammer.
Can you use a plasma dosco? Or
what?
keep the knife, or
It's a laser axe.
keep the knife. Keep the knife. Use it at whatever you can get at it.
Laser axe? I can use a laser axe.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand over the dosco over to Carlina.
All right,
Okay.
very well. Cool.
And I'm making my way down the rope.
Done and done. Okay, which then brings us back to Mercutio with two of the clone things next to you.
Yeah. Merc's just gonna start buzzsawing away.
All right, make your attacks. Ooh,
That's...
critical miss.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright.
And for our percentage, we got a 55, so you're fine. No extra effects on that critical miss.
Alright. Alright, let's try again. That's a lot better.
All right, very nice. That will fell another one of these creatures, leaving only one behind.
Alright, I'm gonna risk it for my third attack.
Okay, let's do it.
This is gonna be hitting at a -3.
I mean, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh my god.
That will hit.
Nice. Good job, Mercutio.
All right, and once again, the third one, the final one, will now succumb, falling to the ground, as it has been buzzsawed to death. Oh no, come back. There we go. All right.
I was not expecting that last one to hit, to be perfectly honest.
That's fair. All right, as the buzzsawing concludes, and the pods are now broken, the flare limb, the tentacle, slides backwards over the ship. It seems to break free and disappear into the darkness of space. For now, you seem to have escaped whatever terrible fate it had planned, but you also feel somewhere deep down that this was not the last time you'd see this thing.
Okay, Medellin is going to follow Carlina and Boyd back towards the ship, pulling herself in along the line.
Yep.
Gareth is like, Carlina, life support is off. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah.
There's a
Elle told me to keep the thing off the ship, so I tried to make a taser to tase it off the ship, and that didn't work. So I'm gonna take the taser apart and get life support working now.
Yeah, I think we've got about a half hour
Second
left.
question.
Yeah,
Second question.
I'm on it, Captain.
Why is our life support on the outside of the ship and not inside where it belongs?
It's not actually the... So it's not actually the life support system. It is a power coil that adds to the coupler that powers the life support system, which without it no longer has power. The coupler itself wasn't originally designed for that, but in turn for the outer systems. However, because the power coupler for the interior has been damaged, Carlina has had to make do with the outer coupler as a replacement.
It's a very delicate, complicated process when we're putting this stuff together. So don't.
There you go. All right.
Yes, tell the engineer not to worry about it and to don't ask.
Don't worry about it. You work on the computer. It's all good.
Now, as you guys recall, there is you guys were just through a meteor storm. You guys then hear notice coming over the comms. Hey guys, there's a really big meteor, but I can't seem to shake it. June messages you from the front or from the bridge.
A meteor that's following us?
Yeah, I was gonna say meteors don't tend to chase people.
Is it a ship?
No. As this happens, you come over a rise in some of the smaller meteorites that you've been avoiding, and there is now a very large meteorite, one that seems to, as implied, be following you, and that is because it has a single giant eye and what looks to be a series of large serrated teeth. You watch as a fissure that looks like a ravine cracks apart and reveals said teeth. As this meteor then takes a huge bite out of a nearby rock chunk, sending sprays of these tiny little, these little bits of crumbs almost from its face in your direction. You instinctively try to sort of block, but the shields manage to absorb the spray. But it notices your very delicate, delectable ship as it starts to make its way in your direction.
Captain, I think we've found the reason for all the recent meteor showers that we've been encountering.
Yes, indeed, you have.
It could be that's no meteor. That's
And then Metalin goes,
get it.
I'm
Get
never
inside.
getting this high.
Get inside. Do we have heavy guns, by the way, above the table?
You do.
No,
not.
no, we
Do we
don't.
have ship-mounted guns?
We don't have, no.
We don't have torpedoes. We don't have any heavy guns. We've got little
fair
baby
enough.
guns.
Yeah. It's like, do we have ship guns? Is I guess what I was really trying to ask.
No.
We got some kind of ship guns, I believe. Thought we did.
Did you? Oh yeah, no, we got the upgrade. Yes, you do.
Yeah. So it's June, full speed. Try and dodge this thing. Medellin to the guns. Do you think?
Yeah. Ellen, can you please schedule a little bit of a time frame to do my eye somewhere in between all this chaos? And then she just starts pulling herself back towards the ship.
Elwyn is fast pulling, running, whatever. Yeah, I know. You and Gareth both. God damn it. Give me a minute. We gotta get through this first. And she's just hauling back into the ship to try to not get hit.
All right. We are in our Wandering Boss moment here, as we like to thank All Things Fantasy for the Wandering Boss. All right, so we are now going to be going into what I like to call an ongoing encounter. You will need to make, let's go with 6 successful checks to evade the creature before you fail 4. So I need 6 successful checks before you fail 4. Now, these checks can be any of the following. They can be a piloting check to pilot and dodge. They can be a gunnery check, which is a attack action in order to try and fend it off. These can potentially also be your spells, powers, and abilities that can be used to potentially distract the beast or creature. Or you could use a survival check or a stealth check in order to evade through the asteroids. If you guys have any other suggestions, I'm going to give you 2 seconds while I refresh my glass of water to discuss if you guys have any plans on how to evade the creature, if you guys want to talk about that. All right, 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
It's a big floating eye. I could probably...
It's a space beholder. Do we have the cloaking system? Did we get the cloaking system installed? I know we unlocked it. I don't know if it's installed though. Oh, damn.
What about
we literally have
deception
not
check?
stopped since the the underground guys. We haven't, or since Simon's planet, we have not stopped since then. So we haven't had time to.
What about a deception check so that we can try to divert its attention away from us?
To what? We're the only thing
I think
out
that's
here
the
other
stealth
than
and
it.
survival. I think that's what.
Well, I have deception.
Yeah, because he offered
different.
Oh, Anna, if I have spells. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to pitch it anyway. I have a couple of spells that make sound. And if I can put something sound-wise into one of the ammunition and make it do like a sound decoy off to the side, that might do something, but I don't know.
You're pretty confident that that's not going to work in space.
I was
Yes.
gonna say, Cass, I love the idea, but there's no sound.
Yeah,
in
I know.
space.
As soon as I started listening, y'all want me to talk more. Y'all want me to talk more.
Yeah.
No, I love the idea.
Throwing ideas under stress.
It's good. It's good. It's you know. I mean,
Yeah.
minus the stress. You're good. You're good.
So
Yeah. We're good.
I also have an idea because it's a giant floating eyeball. I've got 2 flash grenades. I could blind it potentially for a little bit.
The other thing too is we've also got the tractor and repulsor beams. That
We can try to repulse it.
yeah, or throw more rocks into its way to
That
slow
too.
it down.
Repulsor beam, the flash grenades.
Yeah. Get it close to its eyeball.
Right into
I have
its
no idea what the
eyeball.
check would be for that, but
It's a space rock, and it's a very big space rock. I feel like we shouldn't waste the flash grenades. But I think throwing other rocks at it or pushing it away would be a good idea.
it's got an eyeball. It's not really a rock.
Yeah, it's a giant eyeball too.
It's a space critter.
Like Cass said, it's a space beholder.
Hey, Elman, you want to see if you can do some laser eye surgery
Laser eye surgery.
on a multiple big level?
Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think that we want it.
No,
I don't think we want
go
Element
that close
anywhere
to that
near that thing.
No.
No, using something, like a beam of some sort from our ship aimed right at its eye.
Yeah, that was the other idea that I was going to throw out above table. Could L potentially find a way to heat a beam aimed at the thing, like heat a weapon or something to effectively overheat the ammunition if it hits?
Like, sorry, to clarify, in the ship?
So the idea I'm thinking, because I, player above table, do not understand the shooting mechanics of the ship. I don't know if it's like all laser and plasma stuff or if there is like tangible ammunition that goes into it and then fires.
So it depends on the type of ammunition or type of damage that it does. If it does fire damage, which some beams do, it'll be an energy coil that is loaded in, and then it just fires energy until the battery is depleted. If it is a piercing or bludgeoning or whatever kind of damage that's physical, then it's usually physical ammunition like bullets and stuff like that.
So what I was thinking is if there's an energy coil or something that L could overheat to kind of give a little bit of an extra boost to something being shot at the thing in question.
Okay. All right. Using what? Sorry, real quick. Like how?
I have a spell called Overheat. It is normally used to heat weapons and metal.
Yep.
So I was thinking of heating the ammunition, loading it through, and then when it hits, it does the extra overheat. It has the extra like overheat damage, like fire damage to it. Essentially, is what I was thinking. I'm throwing shit at the wall and trying to see what sticks.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that'll work. Yeah, you can overheat the guns. One of the way I'll treat that is as an assist action for Medellin, for that particular check. If Medellin's on the guns.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, I would like that.
All right. So Medellin, make your attack as you start us off on our first check.
Okay, and what would I use for that?
Just your regular attack action. So your plasma caster.
Okay, and me. Okay, it's not in the trackers that I can see, so I'm just gonna have to roll it.
All right. Unfortunately, oh wait, no, Elowen. With Elowen's assistance, that 17 will give you the bonus that you need in order to succeed. You've made 1 success out of the 6 you require. So, as the meteorite begins to follow after you, dripping through the trail that you are leaving behind, it seems to be eating the plasma from your ship's engines as you are weaving and ducking through the asteroid. As Medellin fires a few blasts, it seems to strike the creature in the eye. It sort of blinks a couple of times and bumps into a few of the other meteorites without eating them, making it slow down ever so slightly. All right. Who would like to go next?
Well, can we? What would we roll for the repulsor stuff? Which, in fairness, I'm stealing from Schoolie Eye and Admiral Thrawn.
Okay. So let's say that you're going to be using the repulsor that Boyd has picked up.
Yeah.
How do you wish to use it? Do you wish to move asteroids into its path? Do you wish to
Yes.
pull yourself like web swinging forward? Like, what would you like to do?
No, I think it's trying to slow it, like trying to get, basically throwing stuff in it to try and make it slow down.
Okay, let's go with a... Let's go with a survival check.
Okay.
Might Merc be able to assist by getting some of the flash grenades into the beam? So as the rocks are thrown, the flash grenades are thrown with them.
Sorry, run that by me again.
So would I be able to assist by like tossing my flash grenades into the beam as he's like moving the asteroid, so when the asteroids get thrown in the way, the flash grenades on a timed fuse get set off at the same time?
You could. I don't mind that. You are aware that the tractor beam is on the outside of the ship?
I never said I went back in.
Well, Gareth said for everyone to get back in. I didn't hear anyone say I'm staying outside, so, I mean, if you want to stay outside, you can. There will be some other checks involved.
We've got 10 checks we've got to get through.
Well, no, you need to get... Well, I mean,
Then
ideally,
just
if
never
you can
mind.
win with 6.
6, true.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not going to stop you. You can. I'm not saying it's a dumb idea. You absolutely can. I'm just saying there are going to be risks, because this is a risky maneuver.
Yeah, I know there's going to be risks, or
Cool.
otherwise I wouldn't say it.
Yeah. I'm just making sure you know that it's from the outside, not inside, so it's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So we're going to go with an assist. Mercutio, I'm going to need you to make me a acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. I'm okay with that. No, I'm not, apparently.
Okay, that is a critical
I
failure.
would like to use my natural 20.
Very well. Good choice. Because that was you about to go hurtling into space. All right. As you manage to find your balance, you will provide Gareth with your assist. That'll be a +1 to Gareth's survival check. So let's go.
Okay. Put a modifier there. Doo-doo.
All right. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. Do you wish to use a hero point, or are you going to take that as one of the losses?
I'm going to try a hero point, please.
I will point out there are still 3 other fail checks that you can do before you fail. You know what I mean?
Okay, mechanically, just if it's a crit fail, is it 2 losses?
If it's a crit fail, yes, it will be 2 losses. This is not a crit fail.
I know. So, okay, I'll hang on to it.
Okay. So that is 1 fail, 1 success, as you have managed to move some of the asteroids into the way. Unfortunately, the asteroids themselves are the main dietary thing for this creature. So you've given it some snacks and so a little bit more of an incentive to chase after you. As it opens its mouth, some of the flashbangs go off. You can see that its teeth start to glow as they go off inside of its mouth, and it continues to Pac-Man its way towards you. Now, this is you need 5 more successes. It needs 3 more failures. Who wants to go next?
I'm not sure what I could do.
Carlina, do you have anything?
I don't think there's anything I can do.
I don't. I feel like I know the answer to this, but I don't suppose smoke grenades would work well in space.
Not overly. Also, this thing's about as big as a spaceship, and a smoke grenade is a 5-foot area.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, we've got, how stealthy is Carlina?
Not at all. Not even remotely. She's really good at surviving things, but she is not stealthy.
You can still use a survival check to help navigate through the meteor field. That's fine.
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, let's make a survival check. As you begin to plot out a course, feed it into Jun's systems to help navigate through. Ooh, so close.
I would like to use a hero point on that.
You may hero point.
That was a good hero.
Solid hero point. All right. That is another success, leaving you with 4 remaining successes before your victory. You managed to navigate a reasonable path that the creature is having trouble following. Even though it can eat the asteroids and stuff like that, it does have to stop and chew, and the larger ones, obviously it has a lot longer to break through, giving you a little bit of extra distance, which is helping. The asteroid continues. All right. Who's next? I need 3 more successes before 3 more failures.
Is there anything else I can do from the outside? Like, can I make an intelligence check to...
Make an intelligence check. Let's see. I think I have a couple of ideas that might be good.
No. That's...
No. I think your intelligence check would probably be that being outside during a high-speed escape is a dangerous situation, and some part of you thinks, I shouldn't be outside right now.
Yeah, Merc will attempt to make his way back in.
Good call.
Thinking this way. From inside the ship, can Elwyn analyze this thing from within the ship itself?
Sure. Make a nature check.
I see Mac.
Hi, Mac.
Okay, hold on.
Give
Let
us
me.
an insight bonus.
No, that's okay.
Oh, it went ahead and rolled.
No,
It
that's
went
okay.
ahead and rolled anyway.
No, that's okay. With the insight bonus, I'm happy to give this to you, even if you failed.
Yeah.
So, this is basically it's called an asteroid devourer. Very creative name, as you can tell. Its name, as it implies, is basically a creature that subsists off the asteroids in various regions. Mostly seen in the diaspora. It's very rare to see them outside of that kind of area. When they do, however, they prefer to eat precious metals over anything else, but are more akin to like oozes than anything else. They just hunger. They just eat. They don't really have maliciousness. They don't really have a drive or a motive. They're not intelligent. They are the only real known weakness to them, I guess, is a bigger asteroid devourer.
Okay.
There's always a bigger fish.
Yeah, there's always a bit. I was literally just thinking about like bigger like sharks eating smaller fish and stuff. Anyway, so I will relay that to the team. And I'm just hoping that giving the team that information will spark other ideas for the last
I mean, if you want
couple
to,
legs of these.
on that, if you would like to, you could try to see if you can find a bigger one.
Oh, you know what? Sure. I'll see if see if we can see another one nearby. A big boy.
All right, make a survival check.
A bigger boy. Survival check. Okay. Oh, cool.
Maybe also
Huh?
I would maybe like fill in the crew on the plan.
Oh. Okay, so before I roll this, I will roleplay it. These things are pretty much only weaker to bigger ones. So we're gonna play a little bit of a game. If I can find one, let's see if we can set it to chase so it'll leave us the hell alone. Ka-cha.
You want a what now?
Hey,
Set
as
a
long
bigger
as
one
we
to
get
chase this
away,
one.
as long as we get away while it's being chased, the bigger one won't notice us.
Exactly, Madeline, and she's gonna like gesture to high five and then realize Madeline's on the guns. Like,
Madeline,
So this-
Madeline raises one of her hands that are not on the guns. And high-fives.
Yeah. But so that is a 23 on that survival check.
Okay. That survival check is a success and will count towards your success, meaning that you only need 2 remaining. Your instruments do point you in the direction of where one of these other things might be. And, I mean, it's pretty easy to be able to shift your course in that direction, so you begin to make your way that way. Alright, who would like to go next?
Is June going to do a piloting check or not?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Well, I've done the guns with Ellen's help. Has anybody not done anything?
other than get in the ship, no.
I think everyone's.
Your turn.
I don't know what I could even possibly do. I mean, Medeline's already on the gun.
Something
You can-
involving our power systems, maybe a boost.
Yeah. Can you overclock the engines?
Yeah, absolutely. That will be that'll be an engineering check. Or crafting check, should I say?
Okay. I will try that then. Wow. I would like to hero point, please.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to add the drama to this, and I'm going to jinx point that.
Of course you are.
I like the drama.
I know.
All right. One of the jinx points has now been used, which means that is now, I believe, 2 successes to win, 2 failures to lose. The creature.
Wait. Does the critical success not count as 2 successes then?
Which critical success?
I used my nat 20
I think
earlier
Ellen had a
to the-
critical, didn't she?
No, you're not 20
No.
to stop you from spiraling into space.
Oh, I thought that counted as one of the.
No,
Okay.
no. You were making the assist, and it was just to see if you died or not.
Okay.
Which you didn't, which is good. But no.
Definitely good. Definitely
That
good.
wasn't the check. You were assisting, not making the main check.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 for 2. Who's gonna go next? This is so tense. The drama is
I think
real.
we're probably going to try a piloting check if we can.
All right, let's do it. Gareth begins to weave his magic.
He's basically trying to assist June or.
Well, given June's not
can
making
I-
a
can
check,
I-
you're making the check, so it's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
Pilot.
By the way, that's a nat 20 because Marcus is feeling. Marcus needs
Oh,
a nat
thank
20.
you so much for donating. Marcus, you have a natural
I
20.
didn't do that.
I know I didn't need to, but I did. So just take it. Sorry, I lost my sheet for a second because I was in the middle of it. Okay, piloting. It's down here.
All right. The
Captain,
captain
I'm
takes
gonna-
hold of the wheel. He spins it wildly and out of control as it flies. No, I'm joking.
Should let
Hey, but
Carlina
it's a
pilot.
10. That's almost a great record. Sorry,
That's almost.
was Carlina helping?
I was trying to, and you kept talking over me.
I'm sorry.
How are you gonna help?
I go very fast.
Oh
Pardon?
God.
I go fast. I love it. I love you.
She
Al.
wants to Sonic the Hedgehog our ship.
Ah, I see. So you're gonna assist and boost. Okay, I got you. Unfortunately, even with an assist, that is still too far gone.
Bummer.
So that leaves one failure remaining before catastrophe strikes. All right. Who wants to go next?
All right. I am going to reattempt to put all of our shield power, and Merc is also going to warn this to Medellin, all of our gun power. Basically everything that is non-essential is going to our engines to boost us fast.
All right, let's make a craft check.
And I'm using a nat 20. I knew that was coming. I knew that.
Gee whiz. 40.
So burning the natural 20 for a total of 31.
All right, with the natural 20, that will give you the 2 successes that you need in order to successfully evade this creature. The boost in your speed allows you to gain the distance you require, but you haven't lost it just yet. It keeps moving closer and closer, and just as it is about to be set upon you, that is when a tremendous roar occurs from below where you guys are racing, as one of the larger asteroid devourers erupts from below and strikes like a great white shark. It hits with a terrible fury as you watch the creature that has been chasing you ripped to shreds as it just explodes like any of the other meteors around you. And with that, you have conquered the Wandering Boss. Well done.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All
That
right.
was like one of the
You
easiest
hear-
fights of my life.
You hear Merc on the comms? You know, if
we
I
were
had a
this
heart,
close to
it
dying,
would
Madeline.
be- if I had a heart, I'm pretty sure I would have had a heart attack by now. Can we not have one normal day in our lives?
Why did you stay outside?
No questions, Your Honor.
He's pleading the fifth here. He would be incriminated.
Essentially, Gareth is going to go, Madeline, I think I need a checkup. I can't seem to do anything right.
You mean Ellen?
And Elwyn's gonna laugh
sorry,
and be
Elwyn.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. She's gonna let
No,
the
no, no,
slip
you
go
said
and just
Madeline.
be like, yeah.
Starts by
He's-
checking.
Yep.
He's
Starts by checking his eyesight. It's like, you know, I'm Elwyn, right? And he's just like, Goes and investigates, just make sure.
No, I thought you
said
were
Medlin.
collared.
So you are.
Elwin, start with his eyes because I don't think you're a little under 3 foot fuzzy 6 armed thing.
All right. Well,
Do we have power on the ship yet? Like, I know we've
Yes.
been
It is
moving,
not-
but like, are we still? It's because I see on the map we're still in like dark vision mode. So
Yes. No,
player
yes.
above table is lost.
No, yes.
I
You would have
fixed it before I went.
the first thing you did after the pod people thing was to get your ship's power up and running. Otherwise you wouldn't have gone anywhere
Yeah.
and the creature would have eaten you.
yeah, because I diverted all the power to the engines.
Yep.
But once we're like actually away, the power's gonna restabilize, and Merc's gonna go. If anybody needs me, I'm gonna be in my room for once. Elle, when you're done checking up on everybody, would you mind coming down?
Sure. I'm warning you, it's going to be a while. I'm 2 operations behind schedule, apparently.
It's fine. I am in no rush, hopefully.
If you need to get fixed up, Mark, I can help.
Jag,
No.
I don't have the maps on my screen. Can you share that?
Carlene, it's not anything about medical stuff.
Thank you.
I'm gonna, believe it or not, I am religious. And I'm gonna go pray to my goddess now. A lot.
Seems fair.
Thank her a lot.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
And Merc heads off to his room.
And so June, slow back down to normal speed, please, so we don't explode anything else.
Ship's running great. Captain.
Carlina,
You got it.
He's gonna call Carlina going, take over for a while, will you?
June
Alright.
is just white knuckling the steering wheel and just still traveling at full overclocked speed. No, I'm joking. All right. There'll be 2 days before you guys reach your destination. This will give you enough time to do your rest cycle stuff. It'll also give you enough time to do your operations and things. Finally, giving you guys the upgrades that you guys have been trying to do for a while now. Now, as this is happening, does anyone want to do anything with their downtime besides the operations and stuff? You may do so now before we arrive at our destination.
Madeline is definitely recharging her battery packs. Definitely. She was down to 1 blast left on that caster.
Sure.
And depending on how long it takes to heal from that surgery, I think that Madeline is then after the surgery going to experiment with what she can pull out, what kind of thing that she can pull out with the eye, with the new eye, and how it works. Get used to it.
All right, you start training with your eye, just to kind of like better understand how it works and how it functions. Not a problem. Effectively, it just gives you an inside access directly into a variety of computer systems and the like. So it's a remote mind-based what do you call it? It's like a console, basically. Okay. Anyone doing anything else?
Yeah, you know what? Elwin is going to go ahead and head down to Merc's quarters and just be like, Merc, you asked for me?
So yeah, during this time, Merc would have a recording, playing in his room, a recording of like a one of the Temple of the Temple of the Knights of Galarian, the an Iomedean priest specifically, um, preaching. That's what he would be listening to as he sits in front of this like makeshift altar. Um, that's got like a little hologram projection of a statue of her as he's taking care of his sword. Um, when L gets in, he's gonna give her a nod and talk in a lower register than he like normally does, almost like he's at a actual sermon. Um, and he's gonna go. So before if the others already haven't talked to you, um, before they get into you about the whole assassin thing, what the hell were you thinking?
Elle's gonna sort of cross her arms, lean back away from the altar a bit, and she's gonna go, "No, actually, you're the first one I'm talking to about it. And what I was thinking is I saw that man before, and he was desperate to survive. And I let him die at the last hour. And somehow, some way, don't ask me how, I got a second chance to do it right. So I decided to do my job and do the right thing and keep my promise to him this time around.
Merc emulates like he's taking a deep breath. um, but he goes, "Well, I'm not going to chew you out for doing the right thing. I am going to chew you out for one thing, for not telling us. In case you forgot, I was a champion. I was a blade used for redemption. If you had just told us, even given us slight more information, I would have been a lot more quick to help you."
Elle's gonna take a breath and go, when you're being held hostage, the more information outsiders have, the more of a liability they are. If I was the only liability, I would have minimized the risk. That was, and she's going to pause, think about a little more, and go, I would not be able to look myself in a mirror if I had given too much information and you or the captain or anybody else had gotten hurt because you became a liability in the process. Physical damage is one thing, information is something else entirely. I had the information, and information is too dangerous sometimes.
When Elwin implies that the crew would be a liability, that actually gets Merc a little irritated. All right, listen here, Agnes. If you're the only one that's protecting everybody, who's going to be there to protect you? That is supposed to be my job. My job is to keep you alive, and I can't do that if none of us can keep each other alive if you don't tell us what's going on. We are supposed to be a group, a team. Keeping secrets is not how we communicate. That's not, because if you were to die, if something were to have happened to you, I wouldn't be able to look at myself.
Elwin actually tears up a little bit as you say that, and then she's gonna tilt her head a little. One of these days, you'll need to tell me about Agnes, because that's definitely not my name, but keeping it secret was not. She's gonna bite her lip a little bit as she says this. She's gonna go, it may not have been the best option in hindsight. I was working with what little I had. There was no time to sit everybody down and explain everything all at once.
You
I
didn't need to
acted
explain.
quick. She's gonna, because I'm imagining that Merc actually talked over, and she's gonna hold her hand up and then gesture for you to continue speaking.
You didn't need to explain everything. Just anything. You could have said he's good. You could have said he's not the issue, and I would have trusted you because that was my job. I was supposed to help people find and redeem themselves.
Elle's gonna nod. You're right. When I said he was my patient and I stood in the other guy's way and got my ass shot in the gut, I was hoping that that would give the intent without outright needing to give the other guy too much information. But you're right. Hopefully I don't go through that sort of rewind, for lack of a better word for it, again. Because having lives in my hand on a regular occasion as it is can be a bit overwearing sometimes. But and she's gonna put her hands up and go, I fully plan on everybody reaming my ass, and which is entirely fair. If there's trust loss, there's trust loss. But at the same time, I'm not apologizing for getting a chance to do it ever and save a life that I was too much of a coward to save the first time around.
Merc will again emulate like he's taking a deep breath. He goes, just remember that a group like us, we only have each other at the end of the day.
Elwin, no,
If
go
you,
ahead. Sorry, there was a little lag on my end.
no worries. If you ever need help like that again, let me know. I will admit I haven't been acting very champion-like the last few years, and that needs to change. I've grown not bitter, but and he motions his head towards the recording and the holographic statue. But I need to live by her example again.
Elle looks at the little makeshift altar Marcus made, looks back at him. That's a damn good a start as any. Anything else before I do my rounds with the rest of the crew, talk to the rest of the crew before I do the operations I'm behind on?
No. That's all I wish to talk about.
And she's gonna kind of pat like where his arm is, just hand on metal, and she's gonna go, whoever Agnes is, it sounds like she was quite the influence on you, and best of luck with your prayers. Hopefully yours go a little more smoothly than mine have been. And then she's gonna turn and head up the bridge to go find Gareth.
All right. Before we do that, Carlina, let's go to you. What are you up to during this downtime?
Carlina needs to relax and recuperate a little bit.
Good call.
So once everything is back in order, she's gonna take some time and she's gonna have some music on and she's just gonna have herself a little dance fest.
Nice.
So yeah, Carlina's dancing in the common area. Just got the music on and she's grooving.
Love that.
She needs to chill out.
Excellent. You are
Hopefully
going
nothing else
to
to
raise. Yeah, you are going to raise your spirits, which I'm going to turn into a buff here. That's fine. Cool. All right, sweet. I've made a note. You have actually rested. You've recuperated. You've gotten some extra bonuses as you quietly and sort of very, very personally dance to your own rhythm. You relax. You unwind. Feels good. All right. Madeline,
Yes.
what are you doing during the downtime?
In addition to the experimentation with the eye,
Yes.
okay, so I just picked up the investigator feat or dedication.
Hmm.
So I'd like to try to do some kind of practicing with that, exploring that out.
All right, not a problem. You watch some TV cop dramas over the on the computer, and you start smoking out of a pipe. You're like, yeah, see.
True crime documentaries.
Yeah.
That's what Madeline will do. Madeline will sit back and relax for once, and she's going to throw on some true crime documentaries.
Perfect. Nope,
and
love it.
and watch investigation in real life.
Love it. It's perfect. Okay. Gareth, what about you?
Well, he's recovering from his surgery and thinking a whole lot faster now. Because that was what the augmentation was, as Admiral Thrawn reminded me of.
Yep, the cognitive accelerator.
Yeah. So, and he's going to do a little bit of wandering about and talking to everybody on the crew in pieces for just in general as to where they're at, and thanking them for, being the great crew that they are. He's going to ask Merc and Carlina about when can we maybe get that shield upgrade installed. And maybe add a list of pieces that we definitely need to get for the ship so that we don't have one power coupler.
That's a lot of stuff we're doing on our downtime.
Sorry. Well, it's just he's not asking them to build it. He's asking them to build a list of the stuff. Just to start, we need a shopping list. He's not expecting it to be done. It's a couple of days of walking around.
If you
chatting.
saw the list of parts that we need, you might realize that we just need a whole new ship.
Yeah, I got a list.
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. I should have known you'd have a list. And other than that, he's been just thinking about how he got here.
a lot of introspective reflection, along with some inventory, some like, our ship is,
Weak.
yeah, it's a whole thing.
It's yeah.
But it's been through a lot, even with the state that it's in.
Oh yeah, he loves the ship. Don't get me wrong, but it's the Boyd may have had a little chat with him too about much like it was as he said to or as Boyd said to Carlina, going, you can't fool yourself.
No, that's very true. Very, very true. All right. Now, I think there was something Ellen wanted to do in the downtime as well with the captain as well.
Mhm.
I'm just going to ask if it's imperative before you arrive at the derelict as a conversation.
No, it's not imperative. Not imperative. It can wait till after we do the derelict and the next thing.
Sweet. Okay, I just want to make sure, because I don't want to obviously miss out on the opportunity altogether, but I obviously don't want to go through this whole, like pretty much what you've said with Mercutio. If it's going to be a rehash of the same thing, but to Gareth as well, it's, just going to be another, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather save that for a little later on and have more
Yes,
stuff to
exactly.
potentially... Yeah, it'll also mean, and this is actually good advice as well, it also means that there's potentially more stuff to add from what you do after you're at the derelict ship and stuff like that. Not saying bad things, but like,
Yeah.
like if there are changes and things like that, you can talk about it and you can, yeah. Cool. All right.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was going for. I just wanted it to be more of as like a, hey, I'd like to do this later when there's more to it, just making a note for myself above table to have to for when it comes up naturally, I guess is what I was aiming for with Gareth.
No, perfectly fine. All right. The day passes uneventfully, but the following day, in the distance, you are greeted with the sight of a very, very massive derelict ship. Now, this ship is quite well armored, well furbished, and weaponized. You weren't given much information from Mr. Glass about what this ship entailed. But very quickly, you see why no information was given. The ship you see before you, pardon me, is an old, abandoned vessel that belongs to the Knights of Galarian, an order that is sworn to uphold the ways of Iomade and peace throughout the nations, throughout the different solar systems, but also to try and seek out and find any information on the whereabouts of Galarian, the planet that is the home planet of the humans. The ship does not seem to have seen battle or war. It does not look as though it lost any of its armor or systems in a confrontation of any kind. Mysteriously, it looks as though it was abandoned. It is coming close to the heading that was described earlier, about to pass into the vast and into the clutches of awaiting scavengers who look to pick apart all the pieces of this once proud vessel. But before then, Mr. Glass has tasked you with your own salvage mission. But you are not the first people to get here. Nearby, you notice a Vescarium cruiser, a contingent of about 12 Vesk soldiers that seem to be orbiting nearby. Almost as if they are waiting for the same thing. The moment it heads into the vast, it is now open game and free for any to salvage rights to. They have not noticed you. You have not noticed them. Well, sorry, you have noticed them. They have not noticed you. But all eyes are currently on this massive rig. Especially those of Mercutio. Mercutio, make a society check.
If it's tied to... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to say, if it's tied to Iomade or Galarian, could I use those lures? But it's all +9 anyway. 21.
Alright. This is a very particular vessel known as the... Sorry, one moment. It is known as the Andorra. This ship was said to have fallen in battle many, many, many years ago during the fight against the Swarm. Outer Reach planets claim to have seen the ship going toe-to-toe with a large variety of Swarm vessels before being defeated. It was seen blown up. This ship has been lost to the Knights of Galarium for many years. But now here it is. Perfectly pristine.
No, for a ship that was supposedly seen blown up, it's looking pretty good condition.
If it's looking like this, somebody's got to be taking care of it.
Well, all reports say that it was blown up. There shouldn't be anything left. And it was fighting the Swarm. I will bet all my credits we're going to encounter something on that ship that we're not going to like.
I'd like to know who put in the reports that it was blown up. Who wanted it hidden?
Well, all these and many more questions will be answered when we return next time. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. We are going to be stepping into a whole new adventure as our main plot continues. I am a massive Event Horizon fan, by the way, in case, not that it matters, but, just so you know.
That's really what I'm worried about. I'm far more worried about Event Horizon.
But yes, there you go. Alright, guys. Well, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead as a Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. We'll be back on Wednesday for Season of Ghosts, so be sure to tune in for that. Thank you to everyone who donated and subscribed today. Great appreciation for all you guys. You guys are amazing. And until we meet again, stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks. Bye.